Assalamualaikum, good morning. Are you hearing me, students? Please reply. Afsa, can you hear me? Reply, please, whether you are hearing me or not. Okay, very nice of you. You are hearing me. I'm waiting for other students, and then I will start my class. Now, you all know that today is your mock examination of English literature. So, I hope you have already prepared for that. And after the class, you will have to attempt that because it will start at 12:30. We are doing the review of different topics, and we are doing the review of active and passive voices. We have done the active and passive voice according to the tenses. We have used 8 tenses to convert from active voice into passive voice. Then we have done the interrogative sentences of active and passive voices. Now today we are doing another new topic under the heading of active and passive voices. Okay. I hope you are understanding every topic and you are doing practicing in your homes. Please do practice many times again and again in your rough notebooks so that you will be perfect in all the tenses, voices, and narrations, as well as sentences. That means the conversion of sentences and the kinds of sentences. And be prepared for from your book and as well as from your copies for the mock examinations, and after that there will be your final examinations. So you should be very attentive and you should work very hard for all these examinations. Okay, now I'm going to start my today's lecture. This is English language lecture. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. This is lecture number 51. We are doing active and passive review. And now the topic is imperative sentences. We are doing the active and passive voice for imperative sentences. You all know that imperative sentences are those sentences which shows a request or a command, order, advice, suggestions. Many things have been shown by imperative sentences, and we will do them one by one. Now, first of all, we will discuss the sentences which are showing the request. Okay. So their structures and examples I'm showing you first of all for active voice, and after that for passive voice. Okay. Now for active voice, our structure is that please. Please is the word which is showing that the sentence is showing the request. So please is to add at the beginning. Please plus verb, first form plus object. Imperative sentences are very short and there is no need to write subject here. We can directly add with please and for first form of verb plus object. Full stop must be placed at the end. Now some examples which I'm showing you for request. Please clean the floor. Full stop. Please close the window. Full stop. Please open the door. Full stop. You can see there all the examples are having please in the beginning to show that the sentences are showing the request. After that, first form of verb with the object. Okay. Now I'm showing you the structure for the passive voice. Passive voice can be changed in this way. You plus, you is subject here, plus are plus requested, because it is request, so I am adding here requested, the third form of verb, plus to plus verb first form plus object, full stop. Now the sentence becomes, structure becomes you plus are plus requested plus to plus verb first form plus object. Now I'm showing you some of the examples for the passive voice, which are showing the request here. You are requested to clean the floor. You can see that the examples which I had shown you in the active voice, I'm changing those examples into the passive voice. You are requested to clean the floor, full stop. You are requested to close the window, full stop. You are requested to open the door, full stop. You can see that we have added you are requested, and after that to also is added here in the structure, and after that the first form of verb with the object. We copy it from the active voice as it is. Now I'm showing you some of the sentences which are showing the order. You all know that what is an order, which is also known as command. So I am showing you the structures and examples. First of all, I am showing you the structure for the active voice. Now this is a very short structure, verb first form plus object, full stop. Only verb first form plus object, full stop. There is no need to write the subject in imperative sentences, which I have already told you in the active voice. But in the passive voice, we have to add the subject. Some examples which I'm showing you here for examples of active voice, which are showing the order. Clean the floor, full stop. Close the window, full stop. Open the door, full stop. You can see that these are the same examples which I have already shown you in the sentences which are showing the request. But the word please is omitted here. So the sentence becomes showing the order. Okay, otherwise when please is there, the same sentence is showing the order. The first form of verb with the object. Now I'm showing you the structure for the passive voice in the sentence which is showing the order. You plus are plus ordered. Ordered. You. If you remember, when we are using the passive voice, we are always using the third form of verb. If you remember, these are the rules which I have told you in the beginning when we have started active and passive voice. That always third form of verb has been used in passive voice. So we have started you plus are plus ordered plus to plus verb first form plus object. Okay. This third form has been added here. So the main verb remains in the first form because two third forms cannot come together. Like two second forms cannot come together. Similarly, we are not using the third form of the main verb. We just copy the first form with the object because we have already used a third form of verb here in the form of ordered. Now some examples which I'm showing you for the sentences which are showing the order. You are ordered to clean the floor, full stop. You are ordered to close the window, full stop. You are ordered to open the door, full stop. Now remember, ordered is the third form of verb and you are, that is subject with the helping verb, we must have to add here. Okay, and after that to is added, and then first form of verb with the object, we are copying it from the active voice. Now I'm showing you third kind of imperative sentences which are showing the forbiddance. Forbiddance means मना करना, किसी चीज से रोकना. Some structures and examples I'm showing you here. For the active voice, I'm showing you the structure first. Don't. Don't is a word which is showing to stop something. Okay. Don't plus verb first form plus object. Full stop. Okay. Remember, you can write do not also, but it is the best way to write don't here. But remember to place the apostrophe at the upper side, and remember we are always placing the apostrophe where we are omitting the word. Okay, remember. Do not means we have omitted O from not, and because of that, I have placed the apostrophe here. Okay. Do not put the apostrophe at the bottom place because it is not the apostrophe, it is the comma. So don't plus verb first form plus object full stop. This is the structure, and don't is the word which is showing to stop something or to for forbiddance. Now some examples which I'm showing you here. Don't throw garbage on the floor. Full stop. Trash or mess or okay. Don't shout in the corridor. This is full stop. There is full stop at the end of the sentences. You should know that all the imperative sentences end in the full stop. And when they are used in the active voice or whether they are used in the passive voice, we must place the full stop at the end. Now the third example is don't make noise in the class. Full stop. These all sentences are showing forbiddance. It means we are stopping somebody from doing something. Now for passive voice, we have the structure for forbiddance. We have two options here. We can do in the two ways. Okay, we can make the passive voice for the sentences which are showing the forbiddance in two ways. Okay, first is u plus r plus forbidden. Forbidden is the third form of forbid. Forbid means to stop from something. You are forbidden to plus verb first form plus object. Okay, this full stop. This is the first way to convert the active voices which are showing the forbiddance into passive voice. Forbidden means mana karna. Or next is you are ordered. Ordered because don't is also the word which is showing the order. So you are ordered not to plus verb first form plus object full stop. Now remember, because don't means to stop. Okay, and not word is added here, not to, but in the reverse form or in the opposite form, not to. Okay, remember after the word ordered, after the third form of verb, we have to add not plus to. Okay, remember this, the sequence of the structure. Remember all the sequence because these are very important things. If you remember all the rules, then you can easily do the sentences. Now these are the two ways to convert the active voices which are showing the forbiddance into the passive voice. Now I am showing you some of the examples for forbiddance. You are forbidden to throw garbage on the floor. You are forbidden to throw garbage on the floor. If I am changing this sentence into order form, then what I have to write? You are ordered not to throw garbage on the floor. There is no need to add not in the sentences which are having the word forbidden, because forbidden means not. Okay, not to do. So here when we are writing the word ordered, we must have to add not. It means we are stopping from doing something. You are ordered not to throw garbage on the floor. Full stop. Now second example is you are forbidden to shout in the corridor. Full stop. It means somebody told you to somebody stopped you to shout in the corridor. If I am writing this sentence in this form, then what I have to write? You are ordered not to shout in the corridor. Full stop. Remember, the addition of not is a must when we are using the word ordered in the third form. Next example is you are forbidden to make noise in the class. Full stop. Then it can be written in the way by using the word order. You are ordered not to make noise in the class. Full stop. I hope you have understood till here. Kindly tell me in the chat box whether you have understood or not. Okay, very nice of you. Fatma Kareem Abdul Rahman, very nice. You have understood. Now, I have told you many times that whenever you are taking the class, you should have your rough notebook so that you can add the points or the important things uh, uh, which you have to note down here in the there in your notebooks. Okay. And one more thing, because some of you have joined me late, so I want to inform you one more time that today is your English literature mock examination. It will be started at 12:30 and there will be different forms, many forms for this mock examination that will be opened one by one. Okay. The whole information about the forms will be given in the first form. So read it very carefully. Okay, and attempt the MCQs very carefully because you have only one chance to attempt it. Now I'm showing you some other sentences which are actually the imperative sentences, some sentences which are showing the advice. The structures and examples of these sentences are here now. First of all, I'm showing you the active voice structure, verb plus verb first form plus object. Full stop. Very easy. Now some examples which I'm showing you. Take the medicines on time. Okay. You can add some other words to complete the sentence or to complete the meaning of the sentence. Otherwise, your structure is just the first form of verb with the object. Like take is the first form of verb and the medicines is the object. On time is added here to complete the meaning of the sentence. Okay, full stop. Now another example is brush your teeth twice a day. Full stop. Here you can see that brush is the first form of verb. Your teeth is the object here. Twice a day is are some words which are added here to complete the meaning of the sentence, and these are the advices given by somebody to the other people, like take the medicine sometime, brush your teeth twice a day. There are many examples which you can understand from these two examples, and I'm showing you the passive voice structure for advice first. Now remember that whatever I have written in the heading, that is request, order, forbiddance, advice, these are all nouns. Okay. And when we are using in the active and passive voice, these are verbs. So be very careful and please try to understand the meaning between them, because whenever I'm writing the heading, these are nouns, and you all know that noun is a name of a person, place, animal, or thing. These are the things here, and these are the names of the sentences. And whenever I'm using here in the passive voice, these sentences are actually the verbs. That means verbs which are showing the actions. And if you remember, I have already told you many times that passive voice, whenever we write the passive voice structure over the examples, it means we must have to use third form of verb. So the structure is you plus are plus advised. Here you can see that spelling is changed. Here in the noun form, C is there. In the verb form, S is there. So be very careful. You are advised plus to plus verb first form plus object, full stop. Remember the spelling of advise. Now I'm showing you some examples. You are advised to take medicines on time. You can see that I have changed the same examples which I have taken in the active and active voice sentences. So I'm changing those examples into passive voice. You are advised to take medicines on time. Full stop. Next example is you are advised to brush your teeth twice a day. Full stop. These are the advices. So I have added the word advised here in the form of verb. In the third form of verb, the first form is advised and the third form is advised. Okay, D is added for the third form. And remember that whenever we write C in this example, it is noun, and when we write S in the same example, it is verb. I hope you can understand everything very easily and you know the difference between the noun and the verb. Now I am showing you another sentence, another type of imperative sentence here, which are showing the suggestion. Some structures and examples I'm showing you here. Again, you can see that suggestion, it is a noun here. Okay. And the structure of active voice is verb, first form plus object, full stop. Now remember, we can add some more words in the structure or in the example. Actually, structure is here, which is written over here, but we can add some more words to complete the meaning of the sentence. Okay, remember these things. Now some example. Drive the car slowly. Full stop. You can see that drive is the first form of verb, the car is the object, and slowly is added. Slowly is an adverb here, which is added here to complete the meaning, which is showing the suggestion. Drive the car slowly. Full stop. Cross the road carefully. Full stop. Here you can see that first form of verb plus object plus an adverb to complete the meaning of the sentence, and this adverb is added here, carefully, cross the road carefully. I hope you are understanding everything. If you have not understood anything, you can ask me at the end of the lecture. Now for passive voice, what we'll do for passive voice, we have to add the word suggested. Suggest is the verb and suggest first form and suggested is the third form of verb. Remember to place always the third form of verb in the passive voice. You plus are plus suggested plus to plus verb first form plus object, full stop. Remember all these points, and suggestion is the noun here and suggested is the verb, which is third form here. Now I am showing you some of the examples of the sentences which are showing the suggestions in passive voice. You are suggested to drive the car slowly. You are suggested. Suggested is the third form of verb. To is added here, and then first form of verb with the object and with the adverb which is added here to complete the meaning of the sentence. You are suggested to drive the car slowly. Full stop. You are suggested to cross the road carefully. Full stop. Again, you can see that after you are, I have added ed, suggested to cross the road carefully. Full stop. I hope you have understood till here. Now please reply me whether you have understood or not. Please tell me. If you have not understood, then I will explain again. Write in the chat box whether you have understood or not. I'm waiting for your reply, please. Okay, very nice. Abdul Rahman, Fatma Kareem. Other people, where are you? Abdul Rahman, very nice. Now, please tell me, other people, where are you? That whether you have understood or not. Now, I'm giving you some time. If you want to ask anything, okay, very nice, Arisha. You have understood. Now, I am taking your attendance. During that time, after that, I will ask some questions from you, or you are also allowed to ask me any questions if you want to ask anything. If you want to discuss anything about the mock examination, then you are allowed to ask. Okay, if you want to ask anything, you can ask me now. I want to inform you about your mock examinations. There will be 4 exams of English. You all know that 2 in this week and 2 in the next week. So I have already uploaded the syllabus and schedule for these mock examinations on the Google Classroom. Hope you have seen it. And those who have not gone through the Google Classroom, please go there and find out the syllabus and the schedule for mock examinations. And I'm telling you that these mock examinations will be taking for your practice. You can easily do the practice for the final exams, because final exams will also be conducted on the Google Classroom. Final exams will be of 100 marks. These mock exams will be of different marks, whether 10, 20, 30, whatever uh, the subject is. So I'm taking these in today English literature exam. You all know the topic. I've already uploaded the syllabus on the Google Classroom. So I hope you have done the practice or done the preparation. I'm telling you again and again that you should do the practice from the book as well as your copy for language as well as for literature. Okay. Do you want to ask anything about that? Now time is also given when your mock examination will start. So today's time is 12:30. So after the end of the class, it will be uploaded. It will be opened for you, and you have to read the instructions and the information given very carefully. And after that, you will have to attempt the mock examination. Everything is easy if you have practiced the program. If you have practiced a lot, if you are working hard, then everything will be easy for you. Okay. But on Saturday, there will be English language. And I have already given you 3 topics for that. So you have to just prepare for these 3 topics, for those 3 topics, not more than that. I will make the mock paper from those 3 topics only. Anything which you want to ask again? I'm waiting. Anything which you want to ask about any topic of language, any topic of literature, because these are the last, second last or last week for online classes. If you want to ask anything about the topic, any topic, then you are allowed to ask here. Okay, Mehta, very nice. We have understood everything. Now you know that we have done tenses, we have done every topic, we have done narrations as well. We have done most of the part of the voices as well. We have done the voices according to the tenses, then we have done interrogative sentences starting with who, and now we are doing the imperative sentences. If you want to ask any other thing, please ask me. I'm here just for answering you. Anything which you want to ask? Okay, one more thing which I want to share with you that whenever you attempt the Google Forms, then you will have to fill all columns. Don't leave any column, otherwise you will not get the marks. Yes, Abdurrahman, mock will be at 12:30 after this class. Okay, there will be options of writing your name, your class, your section, your email address. So please fill all the columns properly. Don't write anything in the wrong way. You have to mention your section as well as your email address. Now we have discussed today the imperative sentences of inactive and passive voices. We have discussed 5 kinds here: request, order, advice, suggestion, and forbidance. I hope you have all understood everything very clearly. Anything which you want to ask? Now remember that there will be many forms given in the mock examination, and once you will complete first form and submit it, then you second form will be open, and then you will have to complete second form and submit it. Then after that, third form will be open. Similarly, you have to fill all the forms one by one and submit them within the time limit, because time limit is there. You are not allowed to do these tests within 24 hours, or there will be no more time. Little bit time is given to you to complete the test within the time limit. Any other things that you want to ask? Now, one more thing, you have to prepare for writing. You should be having the practice of writing the applications, letters, and essays. Okay, so that you will be able to do that in the final exam and the mock exam. I have not given these topics, but in the final exams, these will be included. So you should practice for all that. You should know the pattern or the format of writing the application and the letter and the essay. Please remember that don't leave any line anywhere in the essay or in the letter or in the application, except some things which I have already told you. Now, if I will upload the videos today also, as well as I have uploaded many videos of for different topics. So please, if you have got any problem in any of the topic, go there and find out the video and see that again, so that if there will be any confusion remaining, you will be able to ask me in my next class. There are some sentences which can be changed from active voice into passive voice by adding let. So these are also the kinds of to change or way of changing the active voice into passive voice. Like open the door, let the door be opened. Similarly, close the window, let the window be closed. But the method which I have discussed here in the lecture, it is most appropriate because it can be used for all types of sentences. Okay, but the word let cannot be used for all type of sentences. And because of that, I have discussed this method from changing active voice into passive voice by adding you are with the third form of verb. Have you understood everything? Do you want to ask anything about the mock examination? Any other thing which you want to ask? Now, when you complete the mock examination, then inform me about your result. These mock examinations are very easy and these are just for practice. You can easily attempt them, and please be very careful in attempting all the answers. One more thing which I want to discuss, that only one attempt will be allowed to attempt the examination. You will not you will not have another chance. So please be careful about when you are attempting the questions in the mock examination as well as in the final examination. Only one attempt is allowed. So please be very careful about that. And one more time, when you will complete the uh, form from the mock examination, please read it one more time carefully before submission. Okay. Abdurrahman, I'm showing you some sentences. Please start with don't. These are the sentences which are showing the forbidance. Don't plus verb first form plus object. Don't throw garbage on the floor. Don't shout in the corridor. Don't make noise in the class. These all end in full stop and start with don't. For passive voice, we have two methods. You are forbidden to verb first form plus object. You are ordered not to verb first form plus object. Okay? Like you are forbidden to throw garbage on the floor, or you are ordered not to throw garbage on the floor. I hope you all have understood everything. Now wish you good luck for the mock examinations. I want to stop here. I want to end my lecture here. Okay, go and attempt the mock examinations. Allah Hafiz.